So for this past week, it was kind of a mixed bag. Had a little bit of luxury designer, some blue fragrances, some niche fragrances, some stuff new to the collection, some stuff I've been having for a while that I haven't wore. A lot of different stuff in this past week's rotation. It's week number 43. Stay tuned. So starting off on Sunday, this is one of those fragrances that I just haven't wore in a while, and I was just in the mood for it. It's from Viktor and Rolf. Spice Bomb Night Vision, the original. Eau de Toilette. Not the most hyped fragrance in the world, you know, not everybody's favorite, but I definitely like the way it smells. Essentially a spicy Invictus, if you will, and I love Invictus, so. And I do think it's an unjustifiable hatred towards this fragrance for a lot of people. I feel like more people need to give it a chance. Very good fragrance in my opinion. Performs very well on my skin. I mean, it doesn't perform as well as the EDP does. The new EDP is just, it's outrageous performance on my skin, but this is still a great performer. 8-hour fragrance, you know, 7-8 hour fragrance, and projects very, very heavy. And like I said, I think it smells great. I think it's unjustifiably hated. Hated. And on Sunday, that was what I had busted out, Spice Bomb Night Vision, the Eau de Toilette. And then that night when I got out the shower, it was actually time for a shave, and I used my Hemingway Accoutrements shaving cream. So afterwards, I actually used Hemingway Accoutrements Eau de Parfum as my fragrance after I had a good shave. It just smells great. It's a lovely barbershop style sweet tobacco. Very, very aromatic, and like I said, it's like a wet pipe tobacco. It's beautiful, it really is. Been having it for a while. That's the only time I really wear it, is when I use that specific shaving cream. Very, very good fragrance. I mean, I've started to put a little bit of a dent in the bottle. I've only worn it a few times, but very good. For those of you in the wet shaving community, you probably already know about Hemingway Accoutrements, but for those of you that aren't into wet shaving or traditional style shaving, Hemingway Accoutrements makes some high quality artisanal products, and this is their signature fragrance. Moving into Monday is actually one that's new to the collection from one of my absolute favorite luxury brands. It's from Kajal Dahab, their most popular seller. Beautiful intricate work on the top of the cap. Their most popular seller. It sells out very quickly every time they have stock of it, and the passion fruit in this is gorgeous. Oh man, man, man. Very, very unisex fragrance because it's extremely fruity and fresh. You get a lot of apple and a lot of passion fruit up top, and it's quite powerful actually. At first, you'll spray a few times and you're like, oh, it's not really that bad, until you walk 6 or 7 or 8 feet away from somebody in that first hour and they're like, oh my God, that's strong. Who smells like that? That's what happened to me when I wore it this past week. This stuff will fill a room pretty quick if you overspray it, for sure, because I didn't realize it was going to be that powerful. And I actually sprayed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 2 on my chest, 6, 7, and then 1 on the shirt. 8 sprays. 8 sprays is a lot for Kajal Dahab. Being a fresh fruity fragrance, I thought that would have been plenty. That would have been fine. It's a beast of a fresh fragrance right here. And like I said, that passion fruit is gorgeous in this fragrance. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The fruitiest fragrance I have for sure because of it. And I can see why it's their most popular seller. Definitely get your hands on a discovery kit from Kajal so you can try this one out. And that's Kajal Dahab. And then when I got out the shower that night, instead of being fruity, well, lemon's still a fruit, but lemonade type of smell, Ferragamo F Free Time. I just saw it right here when I sat in my chair after the shower, when I was deciding what I was going to spray. And this one out. Beautiful, beautiful, fresh lemonade type of smell. The vetiver kind of comes in later, but it's got a grassiness to it almost. But the lemon up top is very, very strong. Now, when I say very strong, I just mean it's the most powerful note up top. It's very, very lemon heavy. And then the actual performance on it is nothing super special. 4 to 5 hour fragrance. Projections about an hour, you know. But the lemon is just strong up top. It's very sharp citrus, lemonade type of smell. Very, very beautiful. Very, very refreshing. And very cheap. Out the shower that night, every time. Moving into Tuesdays, one I haven't pulled out in quite a while. And I absolutely love this fragrance. It is my favorite in the line. So much so that it makes me not even like the other two that much. Because I'd rather wear this one if I'm going to wear Bleu de Chanel. I go with Bleu de Chanel Parfum. I like the Parfum so much it makes me not want to wear the EDP and the Eau de Toilette. When I'm in the mood for Bleu de Chanel, I want to wear this one. I want to wear the Parfum. This is a great fragrance. It's definitely my favorite. It's my favorite Bleu de Chanel. It sits right behind, well, to the left of Gogeta. So it's usually just sitting there collecting dust, and I tend to forget. I don't forget I have it, but I don't reach for it near as much as I should because this is a fantastic designer fragrance. It really is. Super, super great smell. Solid performer. Doesn't project real heavy, but it lasts pretty long on my skin, 7 to 8 hours. And it's just so versatile. It's such a clean, professional smell. It's deep, it's woody, it's rich. I love parfum concentrations. I just do. When it comes to these designer houses, when they put out their parfum flanker, it's usually my favorite in the line. Same goes with Sauvage. Sauvage Parfum is my favorite. Now, when it comes to Sauvage, I like all three of them. With Bleu de Chanel, this is really the only one I like. I have nothing against the EDP. I just like this one so much more. And that was Bleu de Chanel Parfum. And then out the shower that night, one I have not reached for in quite a while. I normally don't wear it out the shower, but I was just in the mood for some rosemary, I guess. And that's Zegna. Crisp, fresh, spicy. Little iris note. Kind of adds a soapy floral quality to it. It's a good fragrance. A good cheap fragrance. Great for hot weather. Great for the office. Inoffensive. Good in the spring, good in the summer. Hell, it's even good in the fall. About a 5-hour fragrance. You can find them at the rack stores. That's where I found this one. Of course, you can get them online at discounters. One of kind of the, I guess you could say, cornerstone fragrances from Zegna. If you're going to start diving into the house, this and Zegna Uomo fragrances like that are going to be kind of the ones you really want to go after first because they're the safe bets. They're the fresh ones that are just, you know, are going to smell really good. That's definitely the case with Z. Oh man, and out the shower that night, Z from Zegna. Moving into Wednesday, some of you know what that click is. Salvatore Ferragamo Acqua Essenziale Blue. My favorite blue fragrance. Was just in the mood for it. Spray it heavy too every time I get it. I throw about 9 or 10 sprays on. I don't know, it was around that I sprayed. Didn't need to refresh. It goes like 9 hours on my skin. Very, very good performer. Projects pretty heavy for the first 2.5 hours on my skin. It's the fragrance, the cheap fragrance I recommend to people the most because it's my favorite cheap fragrance. It's pretty easy to tell somebody that, hey, if you're looking for a good versatile fragrance that's cheap, here's the one. It's easy to say that when it's your personal favorite as well. Firm believer, is it for everybody? No. None of these fragrances are for everybody, but I would say for the majority, you're going to like the 20 bucks you're going to spend. You're going to like this for the 20 bucks you're going to spend because I think it's a very good fragrance, very versatile. It's very cheap. I think it's the most bang for your buck fragrance you can get from the designer side. This Ferragamo Acqua Essenziale Blue. It's my favorite cheapie. It really is. And then when I got out the shower that night, speaking of cheapies, let's get even cheaper with American Eagle Surf. Little $8.50 ml I picked up from Marshall's over a year ago, I want to say. Maybe a little less than a year. No, about a year. Fresh, aquatic, woody, standard fare for what I like to spray out the shower. It just fit the bill. It was an easy reach, and that was what I went with out the shower that night. American Eagle Surf. Now moving into Thursday, this is another one that you got to kind of be careful with the sprays because you don't realize just how powerful it is until you already sprayed yourself down a bunch. Moschino's newest release, they got all kinds of hype, Very well justified. The odd looking, but oh so cool, Moschino Toy Boy. That crazy teddy bear looking bottle. It's so weird, it's cool. And the fragrance. Man, this fragrance is a beautiful atomizer. The spicy undertones with the florals and the rose. This stuff is so good. It really is. This is elegant without being too formal. It's fresh, but still has a lot of body and density. And it's powerful. Oh my God, is it powerful. It's powerful without wearing too heavy. It doesn't wear heavy. But be careful. Same thing with Dahab. That doesn't wear heavy, but it's powerful. Same thing goes for Toy Boy. This stuff is loud off of my skin. I actually shouldn't have did a spray and a half on my chest. It was a little much. Kind of gave me a headache because it was just hitting me for hours and hours. So I learned my lesson. Maybe just a half a spray on my chest next time I wear this one. It's fine around my neck and all that good stuff, but damn good fragrance. You can get it for a really good price. If you like floral fragrances, this is a must-have. It really is. Forget the marketing, screw the marketing. Who cares how strange the marketing is and how strange the bottle is? Let's talk about the juice inside this bottle. If you like floral fragrances, Toy Boy is a must in my opinion. And then out the shower that night, my favorite, Nautica Classic. It's just easy to grab. I love the way it smells. It's extremely nostalgic. That's what I wore out the shower that night. Moving into Friday, you know, the more often I wear this one, the more I'm starting to think I actually do like this one more than Invictus. I think Invictus is officially 1B. I always say these are 1A and 1B as my two favorite fragrances. Because it's the same line. We're talking about Invictus Aqua. The more I wear this one, the more I think this is 1A to Invictus being 1B. Love Invictus. And it's always been the way I describe the two of them is they're 1A and 1B. I can't really decide which one I like more, but they're both Invictus fragrances. I love Invictus. Invictus is my favorite fragrance. But I think after this last time of wearing it, I enjoyed it so much. I fall in love with it all over again. Every time I wear it, every time I spray it, like right now, about to fall in love. It just makes me happy. It smells so good. It's gotten me the most compliments I've ever gotten from any fragrance. Which strangely enough, I say that I did not get a compliment for this wearing, which is rare when I wear this fragrance. It's not, you're not going to get a compliment every time you wear a fragrance. Probability changes with certain fragrances. Probability's high on this one for me personally. Yeah, I think it's official. This is definitely my favorite fragrance, with Invictus being pushed back to 1B. Right there, almost neck and neck, with this nudging ahead just a little bit. I know that's a bit tangential. A little bit of a tangent for you guys, but just sharing my thoughts. That's what these videos are. I'm just sharing my thoughts. None of this is written down. I'm just rolling with it. And on Friday, Invictus Aqua. And then when I got out the shower, so I recently had a Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette gift set come my way. And with that came the aftershave lotion. So I had to shave. So I went with Dior Sauvage aftershave. And definitely go anosmic very quick. Because think about this. Ambroxan, especially Dior Sauvage, Ambroxan heavy fragrances are very easy to go anosmic to. I go nose blind and anosmic to them quickly. This had to be put all right here and right here. All the spots I shave, which is right above this line. Right here, my neck, and on my head. On my head, obviously, I'm not going to smell that. But all this, man, within freaking a minute, I couldn't smell this anymore. But my wife could smell me from 10 feet away. But so beware if you get your hands on Dior Sauvage aftershave lotion, the splash. It's great. Feels good, smells good, but you're only going to smell it for a brief moment. Those around you will be able to smell you pretty heavy for a little over an hour, hour and a half, 2-hour range, you know. It's an aftershave splash. Doesn't have crazy longevity. Definitely smells good. Out the shower that night, had a shave. Dior Sauvage aftershave lotion. And finally on Saturday, on game day. Man. Haven't wore this in a while. Dior Eau Sauvage Perfume. 2017 to new. The performance on this thing. Stayed strong all day and then some. And Saturday, it's open to close and later sometimes. Then I'm going to be at work. God, this smells so good. This is such a good fragrance, guys. I've had some people ask me about this one recently. This is absolutely the best one in the line, in my opinion. Yes, the 2012 formula, the darker juice with the solid black label. It's a beautiful fragrance as well. I had Chris, shout out to you, had somebody send me a decant of it. I do have a small decant of it, and I like it, don't get me wrong. That's a great fragrance too. This is more easily accessible and doesn't cost an arm and a leg to get, like the 2012. Therefore, based on what's in production, this is the best in the line, in my opinion. It's my opinion. Some are going to disagree, and that's okay. You're entitled to like what you like, just as am I. And in my opinion, this is a fantastic must-have fragrance. It's mature. Not everybody's going to like it. When I say must-have, it's for the guy that likes the gentlemanly fragrances. The fougères, the barbershop style fragrances, the heavily masculine fragrances. That's where this becomes, that's who this is a must-have for. And it's a beast. 4 sprays every time. I do 3 around, 1 on each side of my neck, 1 on the back, and 1 on my chest. Every time I wear it. 4 sprays. Works wonders. All day long I'm smelling myself. People can smell me. It's just great. It's fantastic for work as well. I'll never have enough good things to say about Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum. It's awesome, I'm telling you. And then out the shower last night, because this is being recorded on Sunday, I was just feeling nostalgic. You know, this fragrance has a lot of meaning for me. Not this specific bottle. This is a rebuy, but one I'll always have. I got a couple bottles of it, and that's the discontinued Aspen Discovery from Coty. Basic barbershop style fragrance. A little bit of citrus, some lavender, some musk, and some woods. Very simplistic, very basic note breakdown. But it's good stuff. It is. It's good stuff, good cheap stuff. And the reason it's good cheap stuff for me is because of the memories behind this. And everybody's got their reasons why certain things are sentimental to them. And Aspen Discovery is definitely the most sentimental fragrance I have. I'll always have a bottle. Like I said, this is a little 3/4 ounce bottle. I have a few of these. They're still super cheap. They stopped producing it years ago. They're still easy to find. It's nothing special. It's nothing I'm saying you got to run out to get. Oh, it's a must-have because I have to have it. No, it's just there's nostalgic reasons I have to have it. So, but that's what I wore out the shower on Saturday, and that's Aspen Discovery. Well, that was the rotation, guys. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of these do you have and enjoy just as much? It was kind of a mixed bag. Had some niche, had some designer luxury, had a little Chanel and Dior going on in here with Toy Boy and some florals and, you know, some fruity heavy fragrances, a little bit of everything really. And was definitely an enjoyable rotation, as they usually are. But this one was kind of a mixed bag. Had a little bit of everything going for it. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the fragrances that I went over in this video and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.